Driven from their homes by armed invaders, a few hardy refugees faced the prospect of starting again. They would found a new village deep in the countryside. With a new settlement established, the first priority was locating a reliable food source. The simplest source was gathering from nature.
Meta. Yeah. Apple. Gadriende.
With a healthy supply of food, the village could start to grow. To do so, it would need more hands to share the work.
Quetta. Gonganda. Meta. Yaru. Huende.
Quetta. Huende. Yeah. Yes, sabiende.
Yes, sir.
The new workforce could now turn to the growing village's needs. First, they would build a mill near their food source, so villagers could drop off gathered berries more easily.
Worka.
Next, the growing village would need wood to build with. The growing community now had a steady supply of lumber. To make wood collection easier, villagers could erect a lumber camp near the forest.
Faralda. Workende. Quetta. Huh? Voodoo. Here Werta.
Thanks to the camp, villagers no longer needed to travel as far to drop off lumber. The village now required additional houses to support its growing population.
Quetta. Firalda. Workende. Working. Working day. Yeah, Werta. Gongende.
With additional housing in place, even more villagers could join the workforce.
Voodoo.
But a populous village would soon exhaust the natural food sources. To grow, the community needed dedicated farms.
Yaru. Yeah, Gongande. Anrad. Workende. Ayo, Talenda. Quetta. Huh? Yeah, Gonganda. Workende. Yeah, Aos Talenda. Huh? Gongande. Workan. Yaru.
Woodsmen and farmers now kept the village well supplied. Further growth required knowing the countryside and finding more resources. For that, communities employed scouts.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Able to move quickly and see great
Yeah.
distances, scouts were key to discovering new resources.
Yes, sir.
The most important thing for a scout to locate was a ready source of gold.
Ridende. Ridende. Kuthlich. Yeherende. Yeah. Yes, sir. Asteriende. Gande. Asteriende.
To prevent having to haul
Yes,
ore
sir.
large distances, expanding communities
Yeah.
would establish a mining camp near the source of
Got it.
gold.
Abendende. Ichafara. Yeah. Workende.
Foreverta. Yeherende. Ridende. Astirende.
A well-placed camp
Yeah.
ensured efficient gold mining.
Yaru. Yes, sir. Ridende. Yeah.
Yeah, Gongende. Off to Delphi. Yeah. Yeah. Where can? Workende.
Yeah.
With a good supply of gold, the village was becoming a large town.
Yeah.
The signpost of this growth would be the construction of a large landmark.
Huh? Wait, Wait, Working day.
Yeah. Each a para. Working day.
And you work
With the landmark in place, the once sleepy village announced itself as a thriving feudal township. The townsfolk had been driven from their homes before, however. This time, they would defend themselves.
Yes, sir. Where's the holler?
The first step would be constructing a barracks for
Where's
infantry.
the holler? That's sole Bayo Timbran.
Once it had a barracks, the town could establish a standing force of soldiers. Simple infantrymen armed with spears were a common choice for these militias.
Yes, each you say, yes, sir. Off each now.
Yaru to work. Veradon. Ikeum Yeseli.
Yes, sir.
And you work off each a gar. What's their faith, eh?
Yes, sir. West Puhala.
Garwiga.
What's their faith, eh?
Garwiga. What's their faith, eh?
Yes, sir. Remet Garu. Yarwe. Garwigan Aseta.
Yarwe.
Garu up mit me.
Garwiga.
Awendende stea. Yes, sir.
Yarwe.
The town now had a militia and could look to reclaim the lands lost to invasion. The invaders had blocked the road north with a stout palisade. Although spears were of little use against these walls, the militia could burn down the obstacle with torches.
Garwigan Astirath. Garwigan. Hura. Garu up. Garu Farath. Cometh on. Riknu.
What hesa? Donde está?
Remet Garu. Yerwa. Garwigan.
road open, the militia could now reclaim their lands in the north. First, the spearmen had to deal with a lone sentry.
Astira Garwigan!
Advancing aggressively, the militia eliminated the enemy sentry. The invaders had a small cavalry camp guarding the road, but the militia was ready to attack.
Yerwa, Garu Midmay. Garu Ferrath. Astira Garwigan. Astira Garwigan.
Spears were highly effective against cavalry, allowing the militia to win the day. All that remained was to destroy the invaders' stables.
Garwigan! Forth! Garu! Ferrath! Undestrelum!
The invaders' cavalry post was destroyed, but other enemy positions awaited further up the road. Hostile archers defended the next camp, which would put spearmen at a disadvantage.
Garu! Ferrath!
The township needed cavalry of its own to deal with this, and so would need to build stables. To deploy that cavalry quickly, the town needed to build their stables near the front lines. Fortunately, friendly villagers came out of hiding and joined the effort.
It's Timber Theos.
Tremeth Garu!
Eat your worker.
Garu!
With stables in place, the town could field horsemen of its own.
It's Timber Theos.
Vera you werta. Hestus Commende.
Ishala.
Eat your worker.
Yes.
Garwigan! Garu! Ferrath! Garu cometh on! Garu Astiga!
Vera you werta.
Cometh on! Yes, sir!
Sally.
Cometh on! Astiras, Garwigan. Garu, Ferrath.
Fairer John.
Ayored Yaru.
Each brookie that. Yarway Fet Fatima.
Yes, sir.
On Feretta.
Ayored Yaru.
Each Timbra Theos.
Vinhesta Yaru.
The town now had a rapid light cavalry, skilled at harassing slower targets, such as archers.
Yerwa, Gamid May.
Ayored Yaru. Ayoredas Yerwe.
Tremeth,
Yerward. Vinhesta. Yedita Rupa. Aoridas. Ferrath.
Garu, each wing.
Redet Aoridas.
Garwi, Kumath.
Yasadli Athopa. Ritanu.
Garwigan.
Yeah, Aoridas. Healthborough.
The cavalry eliminated the enemy archers and moved on to destroying the archery range itself. The invaders' archers and their camp were destroyed. A final enemy emplacement remained, one fortified with palisades and defended by spearmen. To deal with this target, the town would need longbowmen. First, they needed to build archery ranges in the area regained from the invaders. Once more, friendly villagers arrived to help.
Each a worker.
Ayoredas Yerwe. Ichiera. Aoridas. Health.
Yerwa, Mid-May.
Forward Ichiera. Each will redan.
Estes competitive.
With several archery ranges in place, the town could add longbowmen to its forces.
Yes, sir. Understood. On Wraithrath.
Here is name.
Sona.
And your worker. Here on Herethra. Off Hueathaf.
Strelboren Yerwa. Yes, sir. Yes.
Strelboren
Yaru. Apuga Strelboren. Strelboren. On Styria. Strelboren.
Yes, sir.
Yarway Eawaller. Teethay.
That's Shule Bail Timbran.
Strelboren Yaru.
Dike on yourself.
Strelboren Rod. Strelboren Yaru. Strela Buze.
A strong force of archers could eliminate enemy spearmen at a distance, so long as they took the proper position.
Yerwiaf. Aknals.
Jedite rupa. Icha folie. Icha willa.
Garu Akna.
Abu Heragongat on
Yes, sir. Eoridas. Ferath. Aritanu.
Tremeth.
Strabora. Barath.
Yer Astira.
Readeth Eoridas. Yesadli Athopa. Eoridas.
Garu. Fara. Garu
Stead. Eoridas. Ferath. Yesadli Athopa.
Garu Aknawa.
Abu Dida hit.
Tremeth Garu mid May.
Yedita readeth Eoridas.
Yerwa Astira. Garwigan. Each win.
Yerward. Yesadli Athopa.
Strabora. Equilla.
Garu.
Yeah, we have.
Poised on a cliff top, the longbowmen would be protected from an infantry charge.
Garwigan. Aseta. Kumat Onna. Kumat Onna.
The last of the invaders fell to the resurgent homegrown population. Now that their lands were free of enemies, the town could take the next step in its growth and become a powerful medieval city. Here too, the erection of a great landmark would be the signpost of this growth.
Garu Ufa.
And you it's your willa. God.
Yaru to Gongende Nu. Berende Nu. Each timber thing. Cheerless. Yarway on your Samiendi.
Where a few lowly refugees had founded a small village, now rose a mighty city. From there would grow an empire.